New this morning, bird collisions with buildings unfortunately kill hundreds of millions of birds every year. And Metro Atlanta, we've learned, is one of the deadliest places in the country for those birds migrating.
Yeah, new this morning, some Georgia Tech students are using data to help push for change. Good Day's Kim Leffler has more.
Every migration season, Atlanta's skyline becomes a deadly obstacle course for birds. Each year in the United States, millions of birds die after colliding with buildings and windows. Atlanta sits directly along a major migration route, and the risk here is especially high. During fall migration, Atlanta ranks as the 4th deadliest city in the country for bird-building collisions and 9th deadliest in the spring.
They are drawn to artificial light, and Atlanta, the metro area, is very bright, kind of pulls them in to all those lovely green spaces that exist around Atlanta. And then where they're kind of trapped in what we call an ecological trap, where they find that the buildings are confusing, they don't understand the concept of glass, and they end up running into those transparent facades.
To better understand the scope of the problem, the nonprofit Birds Georgia has spent 10 years collecting collision data. Now students at Georgia Tech are helping turn that information into tools designed to drive action.
When I first moved here about 5 years ago, I would come across birds every once in a while walking to campus. So I was observing dead birds on the sidewalk, which is how people often encounter bird building collisions. When I first started kind of observing that myself, I had no idea that it was part of a bigger problem or that it was preventable.
Boone and other Georgia Tech students are now building digital tools that make the bird collision data collected by volunteers easier to understand.
One is a data visualizer. So it works kind of like a dashboard where it takes in incoming data. And it also uses that data to create visualizations, but we've gone kind of one extra step by designing those visualizations to be optimized for social media. So the point isn't necessarily to just inform people behind the scenes, but to get the numbers out in front of people.
The ultimate goal for Birds Georgia is to use the data to make policy changes, starting at the city level.
We started out collecting the data with the thought that eventually we'll go for some bird building friendly policies.
Even before policies are in place, advocates say there are small, easy changes that can make a real difference.
Those window treatments are essentially stickers that are placed on the exterior of the building windows, and they make the glass visible to birds so that they don't collide with it.
Birds are really important for the ecosystems that they live in, not just as pollinators, but seed dispersal. If you like crops, insects are pollinating a lot of crops, but birds are helping spread seeds everywhere. Also, they're pest control.
Kim Leffler for Good Day Atlanta.
This is interesting. Nonprofit Birds Georgia also runs a lights out pledge, sending out alerts on peak migration nights.
And they say this is all to encourage residents to turn off any unnecessary lights, protect birds passing through the metro area.